Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 2 of Feels Talk. I'm professional meat beater and Brandon Sung, and I have my co-hosts
Jamal Crawford.
Josh Tran.
And special guest, Darren Huang. But you can just call me XXX Asian Finesse, though. Follow me on Insta, follow me on Twitter, add me on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Is that actually your Instagram?
No, my Instagram is at Darren Huang11.
Okay, don't be
Follow
a liar.
me on Twitter.
Nice. Okay, so on this episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about a few topics. What I have here, we're going to be talking about dating for marriage, cheating. Is once a cheater, always a cheater true? Does everybody cheat? Common day addictions like nicotine and beating.
Women.
Our generation, and why are there so many lonely people out in the world? So let's just start off at number 1, dating for marriage. What do you guys think about that?
Personally, do I date for marriage? For me, it's more of the fact that I date to figure out what I like in a woman. You can't really, at least in my culture, we don't believe in dating at all.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, we don't.
What do you mean?
You don't date until you're actually looking for marriage.
So
Wait, what do you mean?
the
So
first person in your culture, the first person you date.
Sometimes, I
is-
mean, of course, if you don't click with them, then you don't marry them. But,
Yeah.
Then what is that process?
You don't actually start dating until you're looking to be married. Like, until you're the age of, I'm going to be married now. Or I'm going to, in the next year and a half, try to be married. So, like, until I would be 24-ish or so, I wouldn't date. I never really agreed with it at all. Because, of course, I believe dating, you figure out a lot about yourself. And you also figure out, like, about what you like in a woman.
I completely agree with that. Honestly, I think that when you're dating as an adolescent, you're mainly just trying to figure out what you want, and it's also another way to kind of just connect with people or like connect with a person, you know. And I think in the long run, you are dating, or I personally am dating for marriage because I always try and think of the long term. There isn't really like a short term for me, because yes, you're trying to figure out like who you click with and what you click with, but in the long run, I don't think, for me personally, I would want to get into a relationship without having like a mindset of wanting to marry. Maybe not marry, but like at least a long-term relationship. You know?
I think getting into a relationship, you should have the mentality of like, I think that maybe marriage is taking it a bit too far, but more in the sense of that like you shouldn't like ever like half-ass anything. I feel like marriage is definitely the end goal, but like going into something, like you shouldn't think like, this is just gonna be something temporary that like I think I'm gonna.
So you wouldn't
back
believe
into-
in just
okay, we probably shouldn't say
dating
that.
just for dating? Like, if there was nothing to do with marriage.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
So, like, would you date just to date?
I mean, yeah. I mean, to an extent. Yeah.
Would it
for
have
sure.
to depend on the age, or
It would yeah, I mean, definitely it would have to depend on the age and like the the current situation that I'm in. I mean, dating is for me, dating is definitely like an outlet to figure out what you want and like what you want and what you don't want in your significant other.
But in like right now, do you not see some future with the person you're dating, or want to at least see a future in dating somebody?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, at a certain extent, at what age, like, okay, so like, for example, like, let's say that you're in like high school or like,
I feel like adolescence
Or, like,
dating
early
is
college.
like kind of whack compared to college.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you don't even grow as a person until college. You don't know what you like yourself, so I don't know. I had a whole different idea on it when I was, of course, that age. But now thinking back to it, I don't think dating at that age at all is even important. But it is always nice to have a significant other.
I think right now, even though you are dating, you are looking for what you actually like in a person. But at the same time, I think that you should go into a relationship having the mindset of
looking further.
looking for something further down the line. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And that's because maybe you don't see a future with them, and it's maybe because y'all had problems, y'all just didn't click, and that's something that you have to just work as you grow older, I think. And in a sense that you are dating, looking for what you like is kind of just a side thing, because all dating, any relationship is a process, in my opinion, and it's a trial and an error until you find that one person who you can click with. So in my opinion, it's just it's a side thing, but for me, I truly like getting into a relationship, trying to think long term.
Darren, what do you think?
So before I go, I just wanted to ask Jalal. So how did your parents meet then? If they didn't go through all of the dating shenanigans,
Like deadass, when they were ready to be married, you approach the family's or the significant other's family, and then you would ask for the right to speak to the woman, and then they would proceed. Then, and if it works out, then he would come back and ask for the hand in marriage.
so how many attempts did your dad go for? Is he just one for one, or how did he get to experience different personalities?
I think he was one for one.
Oh man, he must be a good looking man.
Nice.
I
Obviously, just look at yourself. Look at yourself.
appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I got that. But yeah, there's no alcohol in there. Don't worry.
Oh no, I wasn't worried about that. I brought this shit.
Too bad.
Okay, so personally for me at least, everyone has their own opinions on whether or not they date for marriage, but for me it's just the experience. I feel like in a relationship you learn a lot of things about yourself and what you want in that relationship. So personally, I don't date just for marriage. Marriage is something that comes up way further into a real relationship. I feel like whenever I get into a relationship, I don't think about marriage in the beginning, because that's just thinking way too far ahead. Obviously, I have to see if I'm compatible with the girl first. We have to have common interests. I need to see myself living a life with her. So I don't just go head first thinking about marriage, because there's too many different things that could happen.
Yeah, for me, I'm kind of in the same boat, because especially when I was younger, I didn't even know about going against my parents' decision. So when it came to marriage, I'm supposed to marry in my culture and no one else, Mm-hmm. So that would mean that dating anyone out of my culture is pretty much out of the question. Mm-hmm. So personally, I definitely dated for the experience and just to see, find out who I am and find out how I genuinely am with other people.
Mm-hmm. I think going back to Darren, it's kind of, you're having the future. You are looking a little long term in the sense that you would want something, but you're still working it out. Kind of going back to what I was saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree, Darren?
Wait, sorry, go back. I was hitting my jewel.
So
Common day addictions.
Yeah.
I'm addicted.
Going back to what you said, it's kind of just to outline it. I'm kind of just trying to match it with my opinion. You would want something with the girl you're trying to talk to or trying to date, and if in terms of long term, you're not looking straight for marriage, obviously, because we are still young. We are still young, and we need to find the right person. But in the sense that it's kind of a mix, you are looking long term. But if it doesn't work out and you're not compatible, like you said, you would just drop it, or not drop it, but try and work it out maybe. But
What are some
wait, how I was talking
levels
to Darren.
to dating then?
What do you mean?
You say how dating for marriage. Mm-hmm. So then what's the line?
I think it depends when you're ready. Everyone has their own scale of when they are ready, and it's just how well you know each other, how well y'all work out, and whether y'all think you can have a long-lasting relationship. Because honestly, for me, I think that getting down the line and then marrying too quick could just be bad, because you have to go through divorce and you have to file the paperwork. And let's just say you had kids, just how much extra stress that would be on them. Yeah. That would just be a lot of just terrible things that could happen. And it's just really finding the right moment of when you all are both ready, I think.
So would you not agree with dating for no reason?
I think personally, dating for no reason, I have no problems against it personally. Like I said, just really like to
Create
hope
the
for
bond.
something long term. You know, I think you start talking to somebody just because you find an interest in them and you find them really cool, or like you click well together at first, and then along the lines you start testing of what, not testing, but like seeing whether or not you are compatible. And so like in that sense, it's like a mix. Like my opinion is like a mix of dating for marriage and dating for like casually, you know, because you are finding out if you are compatible, and you are trying to figure out if you like this person, or whether or not, or whether the characteristics of her, whether or not you do like the characteristics of her and him or her. And then you start thinking marriage long term, you know, or later in life.
Wait, hold on. I actually continue. My bad.
No, I was pretty much done.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck is dating for no reason?
I don't.
Literally like just dating just to date.
Well, I feel like people don't
Yeah, I feel
date
like
just to date. Obviously, there's always a reason.
I think
like it
a
could
lo-
be smashing. It could just be for the experience.
It could be
It could just be
loneliness.
for someone to just be there.
Be
You
there.
know,
Yeah,
I don't think there's
exactly.
a dating for no reason.
I think that no reason falls under the like it's a very vague category under like what you said, dating because of being lonely. You were just trying to smash.
Yeah,
etc.
I didn't necessarily mean like no reason.
Yeah.
So what did you mean
Like,
by
I
that?
think no
goal,
reason. It's
end
just like
goal.
you know you're gonna end it.
Yeah,
Eventually.
there's no end goal.
Like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people just go into a relationship thinking of when it's gonna end. Obviously, something might happen and then that might occur, but no one's just going into the relationship and just thinking, "Oh man, when am I gonna cut it off with this bitch? This bitch is fucking annoying."
I'm pretty sure, because dating someone is definitely a responsibility that you have now. It's this other person, whether it's a boy or a girl, that you have to basically take care of. You know, you have to consider their emotions, what
a
they
full-time
want to
job.
do. Yeah, exactly. And so dating for no reason is kind of like getting another responsibility,
For
like
no
an
reason.
unwanted responsibility for no reason. Because if anything, like being like having that label of dating someone, it's kind of like I don't want to say having like a chain tied to you, but it's that, you know, like, oh shit,
that aspect.
Extra like extra baggage maybe.
Yeah,
It's gonna put stress on her if you're not taking a serious one, and it's probably just
because now you
no.
have someone else who like looks at you and like cares about
Yeah.
the stuff that you're doing and talking about, you know, like you have like another like mom or another dad like looking after you. And
So you're dating your
Speaking
mom.
on that note, can someone in the studio look up if Jackie Chan is still a piece of shit?
Yeah.
Last episode we were talking about, and we looked up about how apparently people in China hate Jackie Chan, and Darren just informed me that people probably don't like him because he's from Hong Kong. You said?
Yes, I don't really want to touch up on this political shit, but there's a lot of beef between, you know, China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan just because.
Oh, I thought you were about to say
Facts.
China and Jackie Chan.
Just because,
Facts.
you know, I'm not gonna say it because the communist government might come for me.
Oh fuck, you're right. Hey, can we look up the communist government in China? Okay, bet that's perfect. Why do you guys hate Jackie Chan? Fuck.
Fuck, my bad, y'all. I'm out.
Yo, honestly, on a second note, it's fucking hard to talk without or thinking about not saying like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon, you're still saying like too much.
It's called
do you mean?
skill, homie.
Like I don't understand the problem. No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
trying so hard to not say like, but
It's
I'm
not
just like
necessarily saying the word like. It's just being able to flow after it.
yeah, I know.
Right.
But
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm having a little trouble here. I'm not gonna lie. My sentences aren't being
we'll go
coherent.
ahead and inform the audience that it is 10:30 p.m. and we've all had long,
Oh,
long
but
nights.
speaking of the
days.
time, how deep are we into into this?
It's already like 15 minutes, maybe 10.
Has it been how long has it been,
Let's
guys?
not worry about it.
Let's
It's
not
too
worry
early.
about it. It's too early for that. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys ready to move on to the next topic?
Most-
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Cool.
Nico, hit it.
Topic number 2.
Hit it, Nico.
All right, it's been hit. Let's go.
Cheating. A few questions on that.
Ooh.
Once a cheater, always a cheater, and does everybody cheat? So there's 2 questions.
Once a
No.
cheater, always a cheater.
Cool.
Okay.
I don't believe in
So
love after love.
I personally believe that people can
Change.
take a new leaf and change. I mean, everyone makes mistakes, and really in life, you are trying to have a great life, and life's too short to always worry about others. In the sense that in some small things, and like I guess in this sense, a big thing, because cheating does emotionally hurt somebody. It really can fuck with somebody, you know, and a lot of it like cheating comes with a lot of stress behind it because, Facts. Yeah. So cheating does come with a lot of like cons behind it, and in that sense, I do believe people can change.
I hear. But what about this?
Yes.
People can change from person to person, maybe. But what about the same relationship? What if they've been cheated on in that relationship? Do you feel like the person can change after that?
Honestly, it will put a scar on them. I personally believe that because I would be gutted if someone cheated on me. You start thinking about, what did I do wrong? Was I not good enough? And all these other things. And if they cheated on you solely for the reason is, oh, I was like more attracted to that girl or like guy, it would suck, you know? It would put like,
It'd
that would
make
be a
you
real
feel
confident
less
like
of a person.
demoralizer. Yeah, exactly. And for me, I personally hate cheating.
Yeah,
I hate
I'm
cheating.
100% with you.
Yeah. So, but like I was saying earlier, I really do think people can change, and not everyone can change, but I do believe people can grow and learn from their mistakes, and hopefully they realize how much they hurt somebody, and hopefully they don't do it again.
So like,
Oh yeah, I also want to give a shout out to Hunter for that last topic before this one. All right.
yeah, honestly, when it comes to cheating, I feel like it's more of a mindset thing. Obviously, people can change. You know, they can turn a new leaf, whatever. But it's the mindset that they have to get over. Because once your mind tricks you into thinking that cheating is okay, it's kind of a lifestyle choice. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be cheating all the fucking time, but their moral compass decides that cheating is okay at the time, you know? So once that switch is flipped, it's all in their mind at that point. So yeah, people can change, but it is extremely hard to turn that new leaf because once you think it's okay, then you think it's okay. And people are going to tell you that it's not, but nothing's going to happen until you really like dig deep into your mind and make that decision that it's not okay.
Yeah,
Well-
personally, I'm sorry. I'll give you a second. I'm completely against cheating. I believe in if you do want to go into another relationship with somebody else, or if it's purely like sexual frustration or something that you need to get out, just break up.
Show you facts. I think it's much more. You're like much more of an adult if you tell them, and it really does happen because honestly, people do lose feelings. A lot of baggage, a lot of other things, and people, like I said, people can lose feelings, and it just happens, you know. Sometimes, hopefully, like you do the right things and you break up with them and don't cheat. So, but I mean, it happens.
Yeah, see, the only reason I don't agree, I don't think there's ever a right reason to cheat, but I feel like if there is a reason to cheat, it's more the fact that you are grown so over the relationship. Both you guys are completely at each other's necks all 100% of the time, but again, that comes into the order where it's like, just break up with them, you know? But then a lot of people have either issues with that, or they're scared to break up, and then they go and cheat or something like that.
And
I don't
on
agree with that.
what Darren said, I just want to go on that.
Sure.
If like what you said, like it becoming a lifestyle. If people change their I don't know what you'd call it, their morals and
Their moral compass,
yeah, the
and their
moral
ethics.
compass, yeah, thank you, and they say that, oh, like this is turning into a good thing, or no, like this is a normalized thing to do. That's obviously really bad, but with some people, let's say for example, someone does cheat and they realize that they fucked up, and if they truly want to fix the relationship and that they're willing to make amends and change the way they are as a person, then yeah, definitely. You know, like everyone deserves the chance at redemption, you know, but
Agreed. There's always certain instances, especially when it was a genuine mistake. Either
Right.
you were maybe just fucked up or something.
right. But like,
Not an excuse.
what
excuse,
oh yeah, definitely it's not an excuse, but on top of what Darren said, if someone's too far in off the deep end, and they've just changed the person, then yeah, it's just too late for them. But everyone does in fact deserves a second chance.
I think it really depends how much like you hurt the other person, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, you can say like everyone deserves a second chance, but in the sense that if you do cheat on somebody,
Depends on the other person too.
Yeah.
How
Also
much they're
depends
willing
if
to take you back.
if the cheating was the third chance or something, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they hurt them and it wasn't cheating constantly, and then it became to cheating, then I feel like they don't deserve anything more.
I think it really depends on the relationship personally.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause I mean, of course, like if someone cheated on me, I would, like I said, I would be devastated. But if you truly cherish them and you think that maybe it was a mistake or maybe something that was just stressing them out and they did the action or whatever, maybe I'll give them a second chance. But it really depends on the person and how willing you are, to accept it.
Also depends on how fresh the relationship is.
Yeah, honestly.
If they're cheating anywhere in the first 4 months, it's no go.
Wait, are we talking about once a cheater, always a cheater, or the effects of cheating and your stance?
Just cheating in general, I guess,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
We
Does-
started with the once a cheater, always a cheater, but
Actually, I do want to talk about does everybody cheat? Because what's the definition
What do you think, Jamal?
of cheating?
I personally don't believe everybody's a cheater. I, for one, I'm completely against it. So I just personal experience, I couldn't. If I genuinely needed somebody else's body or something, yeah, you know.
What are you doing there, Nico? That's the
Nico
first
is
one.
doing crunches right now.
I think like we have to define what we think is cheating because honestly, there
Emotional cheating.
yeah,
you mean?
definitely there.
Emotional,
like, I personally
physical.
think emotional cheating and physical cheating.
Mhm.
And honestly, what would hurt more for y'all?
Could you give me a definition of emotional cheating, please?
Like
Emotional cheating is like liking somebody else. I think.
developing a relationship with somebody else. You haven't done anything with them, but you're starting to talk to another person, and you're developing feelings, and y'all are just clicking or
Or
whatever.
maybe when
Maybe
you're
not
with your
that,
partner,
but-
you're thinking about
mean that.
somebody else. That could be
Yeah.
emotional cheating.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't consider that cheating. to be
Really?
honest.
Wait, what?
If you're just thinking about somebody else,
Jalal thinks of other women
Thinking
when
about
he's
someone
dating
else
women.
romantically.
Romantically, yes. Romantically, yes. Like I want to date that person while you're in a relationship. That's
Like at the end of the day,
okay,
we are.
that's different. I'm
At the
talking
end
about
of the
just
day, we
I think
are
you need to
human
clear it
beings,
up.
and like we're biological.
yeah, exactly.
We
you
run
can't control
on
your thoughts.
Exactly. So that part, it's like kind of.
Yeah,
okay. I mean, like you can think people are pretty. Like there are
I don't
humans are
consider
very
that at all
attractive.
cheating.
Like
For
I
sure.
think okay for me, I personally would enjoy I like a relationship where you can just be like, oh damn, that girl's hot, and like the other person's just like, fuck
So
yeah,
bad.
you know?
Fuck.
Or like, yo, like if
I
like,
agree,
if
and
the
I will
girl-
compliment a dude. I'll be like, dang, that guy is attractive as well.
exactly.
It's like,
girl
yeah.
I was dating like said, oh man, that guy's like attractive. I'd be like, fuck yeah, he has biceps.
Fuck yeah.
But there
Yeah.
is a limit.
Exactly.
Because once they start pushing, like, oh my god, he's so good at everything. Oh my god,
Damn,
it's
he
like
could probably
that
fuck
starts
me
like,
with his dick.
yeah, that probably would be like,
that-
oh really? Like you could, wow, all right, I don't need
Facts.
that.
I feel you too, bro.
I think it's
Yeah,
just-
dude.
It's having a good gauge of your relationship and how far you can go with it. I think.
And it's having like a neutral stance on it too. It's like if you just genuinely think someone's attractive, then nothing else. But then again,
But going back along the lines of, is a cheater once a cheater always a cheater? What do you think, Darren?
I feel like it's.
Wait, I
mean,
thought we were going. I mean, once a cheater, always a cheater.
I say no.
Most of the time,
People
most
can
of the time
I'm gonna say yes
Most of the
because
time.
it's really hard to
I feel
change
like it's
that
75,
mindset.
25.
Right? Yeah, definitely. Because I definitely feel like people can change. However, that's just such a big
Wait, time
move
out.
that you need to make.
I just said the wrong topic, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you went
fine,
back to
don't
the
worry.
first
Ah,
one.
shit.
So I
But
was
either
like,
way,
what the fuck?
it's still on the subject of cheating. And I also believe
We're
that
just going everywhere.
I forgot mine. I lost my train of thought.
Choo choo.
I think we do need to keep ourselves on topic.
Okay, so are we still talking about the second topic about cheating?
Yeah, second
About how
topic.
We've
everyone
moved on.
cheats?
We've moved on. Yeah. Does everybody?
Does
cheat?
everybody cheat? So obviously it depends on what your definition of cheating is. So physical cheating, in my opinion, yeah, obviously that's fucking cheating. There's no exceptions to that.
Yeah.
Emotional cheating. So if you're developing feelings for another person and you're searching for a relationship with that other person while you're already dating someone, yeah, that's fucking cheating. Like if you're dating someone, you should be 100% emotionally invested into them. Yeah, it's okay. Window shopping, whatever. I agree with that. If I see a fine girl, I'll be like, damn,
I want to try a nut.
she's pretty fine. But if I'm dating someone, I'll still be like, damn, she's pretty fine. But I'm not gonna pursue anything, right? I'm just looking.
Facts.
That's just human nature. If my girlfriend were to do the same thing, I wouldn't really mind. But if you're already in the mindset of you being done in this relationship and wanting to pursue something with another person, yeah, fuck yeah, that's cheating too. Facts.
All right, what about this? Dancing at a club.
Are you grinding on her cheeks?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
So you consider that hardcore cheating?
Okay.
Okay, so let's say your girlfriend's at the club. and
I'm not okay with it.
You on vacation.
She's grinding her booty
She's
cheeks
grinding on
some
some
function.
big dude, and he's bigger than you, and you're like, damn, he's bigger than
That's
me.
not that hard.
Yeah, that's definitely
It's not that hard to be.
like, if I saw that shit, fuck yeah, that's fucking cheating.
Yeah, I'd be
like, what the
pissed,
fuck, bro?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
no.
cheating.
That's my girl, bro.
Nah.
Nah, for me
Get your
that's
function off her booty cheeks.
Yeah, what the fuck?
All right, but would you be more okay with that than like actually like? Would you be much more willing to forgive and forget?
yeah. Like
No, I'm
okay,
dropping the Moab.
if she
Moab?
if she
Strawberry
fucked a
girl?
guy,
Yo,
if she
Strawberry
fucked
girl,
another
if you're
guy,
watching this,
it'd
shout
be
out.
like-
I'm still in love with you.
Darren
I'll send
is
you.
single.
I'll send you the Moab
up,
once
Kayla?
this is over.
Hi, Kayla from Hawaii.
Yeah,
I
shout
have a
out
friend
Hawaii.
named Kayla, and Darren fancies her.
I fancy her.
Darren fancies everyone.
I
like,
fancy everyone.
but
I would
especially
be
Kayla.
much more willing
Especially
to forgive
Kayla.
if it was just like dancing, you know? Like if she fucked a guy, I'd be like,
What about making
Bye.
out?
What the fuck? What?
Well,
Like, compared to
where
what?
do you draw the line?
Compared to what?
Oh fuck!
Like anything. Where do you draw the line?
I draw the line
Honestly-
at
Yeah, up to what point would you forgive her?
if she were to
Honestly,
breathe in
if
someone
she,
else's
like-
direction.
if she kissed a guy and it wasn't her, like her,
What do you mean? Like he made the move?
he made the move.
But what if she didn't resist?
Yeah, what if she was like, she enjoyed that shit like that, and you're just like,
All right, let's.
I mean, like if she kept going,
sorry,
like,
A-Tech.
it'd
Oh,
be
what's
very
up?
hard, and I would need a very good explanation. No,
All right.
I would need a,
Pass that ketchup, baby.
I mean, you have to earn your Red Wings at some point.
Let's not talk about that.
You should have
But,
seen it.
yeah.
Fuck, it was like Vietnam in the sheets.
I'm not parting the Red Seas right now.
You're not gonna pull a Moses? That was Moses, right?
but honestly, like
It's been a while.
I would need a
since I've read the
very
Red
good
Wing.
explanation of, in general, like if she was dancing on somebody or like she made out.
All right,
it
and then
wasn't-
what if just an excuse is just, all right, Nico, really? I don't look like.
I actually
And
don't know what Moses looks like. Do you look like Moses? Can someone put in the studio pull up a picture of Moses?
Yeah,
and show
can
it
we
to
put
me?
Can
this-
we draw
we
a
put
line
this in
that's
the clip?
sacrilegious?
Can we put this in the clip? Okay. Jalal's Moses.
Just
in
look at the beard.
Conversation.
It's confirmed.
If we
All right,
talk about
discussion
Joe,
over.
Joe's mom, actually, the first time I met Joe's mom, she said
Looks
I look
like
like
Moses?
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, that was her first comment to me. I was
Bro,
like,
you've sinned
excuse
way
me?
too
I thought
much
there's
to
a
be
theory
fucking
that Jesus is black though.
is he actually?
No, he's Palestinian
could
like
be.
me.
Oh, he's Palestinian.
Yeah.
I thought he was Mexican this entire time.
Can we please put this photo into the
Wait,
video?
let me see.
Oh my God, please stop. Okay, this is
that
definitely
Moses?
drawing the
All
line
right,
of
yeah, that's
sacrilegious.
Jalal.
Jalal is Moses confirmed.
All right.
It's confirmed. Y'all heard it here first, folks.
Moses is a.
He got some style. Moses.
You're wearing you're wearing fucking high tops with no fucking long socks. You're showing too
I
much
have
ankle.
leggings. Yeah, exactly.
Facts.
Bags.
Hey guys.
What's up, guys? Okay, are we done on that? on the
Yeah,
topic? You guys
I'm
wanna-
which
over
one?
cheating.
does everybody cheat?
Does everybody cheat?
Anything else that you guys want to add on top of that, or?
Have you been cheated on?
Have I been cheating on? Nah, I've only been in one relationship, so I'm a newbie. Yeah, obviously, if I got fucking cheated on, I've never dealt with it, so I've never been through the experience. But I assume that I feel pretty fucking shitty enough to end the relationship, because going back onto like the grinding on some dude in a club topic, if she's already willing to grind on some dude, she has the mindset.
What if it's just peer
already.
pressure though?
Peer pressure? Where,
Like she's
hey
out with,
girl, go
she's
grind
out-
on this other dude
she's-
while you have a
yeah.
boyfriend. Woo!
No, like she's out with all her girls and all her girls
No,
is dancing.
that's not an excuse.
I know.
That's-
I mean, yeah, that's not an excuse. You already made your
But it's also
decision,
not a
right?
mindset.
So I could be forgiving. I've never been through it again, so I don't know exactly what I would do. But
What do you think you would do?
I would have a
guys don't
serious
know.
talk.
Same.
I feel like our relationship would have already had major issues if that occurred to begin with.
What if she was drunk?
If she was drunk, still, I'm drunk, and if I was in a relationship, I'm not just trying to grind on thotties. That's another thing. That's
Facts.
still the mindset thing, you know? Because if I'm just grinding on thotties, then I'm already over this relationship. I prioritize grinding on bitches over than my relationship at that point.
How about we not refer to women as thotties?
Yo, who said I was referring to women?
Oh,
I'm
apologies.
referring to Moses, bro.
Got his ass, baby. But yeah,
Yeah, okay.
it's 2018. Thotties can be anyone. My mom could be a thotty.
Because honestly, like, even if you're drunk, it's not an excuse.
Yeah, I don't
for
believe
me.
so either. Unless I was like,
He believes it's an excuse, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay,
nah.
it's
I'm at like.
it's
if I
a
was
fine
blacked
line
out.
between an excuse and, like, you know.
But it's like you don't know anything. Because I don't know. I'm not.
I mean, still, at that point, your boy should hold you accountable or something.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
a fact.
Yeah, facts. But if you, that's a good
Ooh,
topic.
that's
a good topic. If you see your boy cheating on his girl, what would you say?
It depends.
Wait,
on the
what?
girl.
I didn't see shit.
Exactly. So you don't hold your boy accountable. So how, if he was blackout, then how are you gonna be like, oh, you gotta hold your boy
Oh,
accountable?
I mean, that was a joke, but
Nah, snitches get stitches.
yeah, facts.
No, fact. But honestly,
well,
like,
I'd bring it up with my bro first.
Nah,
I'm not gonna just go up to the girl and just ruin her fucking relationship. I need to have a serious talk with my boy first.
bro, you need to pull them off. You need to be like, is this okay?
Like, yeah, do you know what you're doing?
And,
right
like, or honestly, another thing is just pull them off. Because if it really is meant to happen, it's meant to happen. If they want to do
Take
it
their
sober,
place.
huh?
Take their place.
Exactly.
What if you're
Well,
in a
no.
relationship?
Then I'm just talking
Do you
about
take
I'm
the
single,
bullet for
baby.
your friend?
Yeah.
Taking the bullet.
Jump in front of that
yeah, bro, I'm
bullet.
just saving my bro right here.
yeah.
I had to
yeah.
grind on this girl because he was grinding.
Yeah, but like, I mean, if it's gonna happen sober, it'll happen drunk. So just make sure, like, you need to know what they're thinking, and
I
like,
don't agree with that statement.
you wouldn't or would.
I wouldn't agree with that. If it will happen
what was the
sober.
statement?
Oh, if it will happen sober, it will happen drunk.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, come on, man. But I mean, if you just pull them off, maybe the girl will go away, and your night goes back on. You're not counted. You're not liable for anything that happened. And if the relationship was doomed,
Then
would
would you
it'll
say
happen.
no? Yeah, then.
It'll happen. You'd be like, hey, like, you broke up with your girl, and like this, you were dancing on this girl, and she was dancing on you. Maybe you have something going. Like, I don't know. You were blacked out, and like, I saw this. I don't know what you were thinking, but
And I think that's a good intro into our fourth topic. And actually, before we talk about that, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by the letter C. The letter C. It's after B and before D. Okay, and moving
Thanks.
on.
Wait, we're sponsored by C.
Yeah, we're sponsored
Yeah,
by
we're
the letter
sponsored by
C.
C now.
Freaking dope. Thank you, C. Shout
Yeah,
out.
shout out to the letter C.
what products do they have for us?
And the reason why I said the letter C is
God.
because our fourth topic is common day addictions, like nicotine
I don't have one.
or beating. As in, yeah. As in beating your meat. If you don't know what that means, then
Flicking your bean.
flicking the bean. What are some other addictions that people have?
Sugar.
Sugar,
Addiction to
yeah.
porn.
sugar,
Junk food, pornography, yeah.
caffeine.
Caffeine.
Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure sugar is more addicting than cocaine. That's why.
No, caffeine for sure too.
Yeah, I
Caffeine
could definitely
also.
see
Yeah,
that.
I can see that.
Because
Do you think
people
porn is?
have more access to sugar than, Coke.
The thing is, like, sugar and caffeine are way more accessible than beating. Like, you can't just be in class and just beat. I mean, you could, but
You
like,
If we
could.
could talk about that, I actually in 7th grade there's somebody that beat it in class.
yeah, and that guy's probably a fucking sex offender now. But moving on.
Probably could be.
But
That man
yeah,
was my
his name
father.
was,
as far as sugar and caffeine, you could just be chilling in class,
Something cook.
crack open a Coca-Cola, and like you're fucking set. You're like, oh yeah, sugar, or like, yeah, let me hit a Starbucks real quick and just caffeine. But
All right,
with
let's
beating
talk
and
about the
shit,
main addiction though, nicotine.
nicotine. Yo, I'm not addicted.
So me,
yo, give me that. Joint.
me, Josh, and Darren actually had a bet, and that lasted what, 4 days?
No, it lasts like a week, bro.
It lasted 4 days.
Yo, it happened on Thursday.
Probably like 4 days.
No, it
Just round
happened
up.
on
Just chill.
Thursday night.
Ended on Saturday. Yeah, it was even less than 4 days.
No. It was a break because
was less than
we were out and
Can
about.
I hit someone's jewel, by the way?
We were out and about, bro. Okay, no. Honestly, personally, I could quit. But
bad.
You want to bet?
You're the first one. First one to. Oh yeah, our bet was on boba. Who would be the first one to break it on nicotine? And whoever loses buys the other
No.
person boba.
Okay, so for me, I feel like my nicotine addiction is because of boredom. Like I don't go through
Not
the day.
facts.
For me, it's boredom. I don't know.
Oral fixation. You have an oral fixation.
Are you
on
bored right now?
Constantly hitting something.
No, I'm talking to y'all.
Why you hit that jeweler?
Oh, facts.
Got him. 100% addicted, baby.
Hey, shout out
The
to-
first stage is denial, homie.
True.
I was in that
All right,
stage.
let me hit that, bro. Then.
Now he just
Alright,
accepts his
alright.
nicotine.
No, but for me,
Second
okay.
stage, acceptance.
No, but for me, like
What about stopping?
I could quit.
Why would you do that?
Like I could quit.
Yeah,
I-
why would
it's
you
just-
quit if you could
it's-
just rip that Nick stick and get a major buzz, homie.
Exactly. It's like for me, it's boredom,
The lie.
or like it's just a feeling, you know.
It's just something to do.
It's something to do, exactly. And honestly, I've never had like a very addictive like
Personality.
personality. Like I've quit whenever needed to. Like I mean, I feel like we all had like some addiction. Like I feel like we've all bit our nails once or twice. Like
Smoking
No.
Juuls is the new fidget spinner.
Flamin' Hot Lays was my addiction. Not
What?
kidding.
But like I could, I'm saying I could quit because I mean, if you just think about like, if you think
don't
about it in
believe
the
you.
long run, like I mean, Juuls are unhealthy for you.
I can
Smoking
also
in general
quit.
is unhealthy
I'll do
for
it
you.
right now.
All right, Brandon,
He's
quit,
quitting the
y'all.
podcast.
Quit. Hey, Andrew, come in here. You're our new You're our new host, bro.
Actually, yeah, Andrew, do you wanna come in here and talk?
No?
for a second.
No?
Andrew is nodding his head. No, he
Why
says
not?
he's okay. Why not, man?
Why not?
We're not okay.
I want another opinion on this, man. Go
Yeah,
ahead and
you.
talk about it.
Hey, you recently just quit.
And started.
Yeah.
Andrew,
And then
for those that don't know, Andrew is the guy behind the scenes. He's the one that does all the camera work, the sound, and edits our videos. And I
The
want
main
him
man.
to be in this and talk.
Yeah, come talk.
Yeah, come talk, man. He's gonna share a microphone with Josh.
I'll move up for the boy. No, but like I said, like personally, I could quit because I mean, you just have to outweigh the bad things. Ooh, Akshay's coming in here.
Andrew, do you want to give an opinion?
Yeah, what's your opinion? I mean, you recently just quit. Excuse me.
On quitting the Juul,
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
My
nicotine,
opinion-
nicotine, and yeah.
nicotine in general. Like, I'll be honest, at first, like, I don't know how like other people deal with it, but like when I'm like either driving or doing like nothing, like I look for it, and if it's not there, I get pissed. Right? And I'll be like, what the fuck is my Juul, bro? Give me my Juul. But then like, been like a couple weeks, like it's been like 2 weeks cold turkey.
That's good, man.
And,
That's
like,
really good.
Low key, I'm struggling still.
I'm still itching my neck.
Yeah, let me
It's
hit.
hard when all of us are fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like today, I almost broke it today, bro. Like,
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
just a
lie.
second ago, didn't you? You're like,
yeah,
what's that?
I was,
What's
I
that
was
flavor?
like mango
Have
flavor.
you tried replacing it with something else?
Are you suggesting beating?
Yeah.
Another common.
Or doing that thing
addiction.
that
my
we have
other
another
addiction.
friend named Nathan, and he chews on these these mint flavored toothpicks. Something like that. You tried doing that?
No, I haven't found an alternative yet, but
You just chewed gum?
yeah,
Yeah, you can
I've,
chew gum.
I've gum in my car now.
You
that
can
I
just
chew
beat
I have gum everywhere.
and beat
Be
your meat
anywhere.
while chewing gum,
while chewing gum.
or you could just start smoking cigarettes.
That's always a factor.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What are other addictions that you have other than like beating your meat?
I guarantee you, this common society, all males have an addiction to porn.
Yeah.
These are facts.
Except for the Amish.
Yeah. The Amish don't have porn. Or they might.
Which
They
is
might
very
have, like,
unhealthy,
wait,
by the way. I'm
wait,
going to put that
wait.
statement, is which why I quit.
No shade
Pornography?
to any
Yeah.
Amish people. We truly respect
You I've never
your,
met an Amish people. Hey, in the studio, can you guys
people.
look up where the Amish live? Like, where do they? Is there like a certain, where, like in what like certain like?
Is that valid?
country?
God, this shit's fucking.
Like, where do the
Wikipedia
Amish come
said
from?
so.
Do they originate from America? I don't know where
Yes, they
they
do.
do.
They look like pilgrims.
They're like, are they modern day pilgrims?
I'm pretty sure they're normal people nowadays.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm
They just
pretty
don't
sure.
use technology.
Are you
Exactly.
saying that Amish people aren't normal people?
Oh, that's fucked up.
Or weren't normal people?
Mostly the Northwest.
Classic Northeast type shit.
So you're saying Amish people aren't normal or weren't normal people?
Me?
Yeah.
By today's definition, probably not.
Probably not.
Okay, so the next topic:
If a
should we
kid saw it,
start
probably
out
not.
an all-out war with the Amish?
I
Because they
think
should.
they would win. Yeah.
Man, there's
That's
5
true.
of us.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, but what do we gain from feeding the Amish?
Defeating the Amish.
Bro, we gain experience in attack.
That is true.
And if you really.
What?
That's below average for Arabs. Thank you.
Oh, look at me, I'm an Arab.
What you call it? If we beat the Amish, like we all get experience in
I'm
our
gonna feed
attack.
you.
And sometimes
All right, so
Like,
why are we?
when you upgrade your attack, you're able to use like iron and no, you can use iron at level 1, but you can use like black armor at level 10.
What
Or
are we
black
talking
weapons
about?
at level 10.
RuneScape.
Talk about
Mithril
RuneScape.
at level
Oh,
20,
RuneScape.
adamantite.
I've never
at
really
30,
been into
and then rune
RuneScape.
at 40. So I mean, like,
Oh,
rune is like
common
a
day
nice
addictions.
cap for RuneScape.
Video games.
And,
Oh, video games. Yeah.
wait, I was still on my RuneScape shit.
Exactly.
All right, fine.
And on that note, I don't know about you guys, but now I don't really play video games
I
anymore.
had to
It's
quit
just
it.
No.
really
That
not
was
the same.
actually I could say
But when I was younger,
yeah.
when I was definitely, I woke up, it was like 10 a.m. I would play until like 2 a.m. and I would sleep for 6 hours and I'd rinse and repeat, start the cycle over and over again. It was a problem. And
Well, I mean, do you think that has to do with like us not having cars? Because now and we're all in college, so we have
our
each
priorities
other.
are different.
Yeah, we have each other within like 10 minutes.
I
mean,
also-
some of us, most
I
of us.
also think
Oh, sorry. But like we have each other in such a small distance. We have such each other. We're in
fine.
such a small distance between each other, and I think that allows us to actually do stuff. You know, because why would we want to sit at home all day and play games when we could just talk and hang out?
So
with
do
each
you
other?
think that
Because
is
I could grind on LOL and build up my RP.
Shut the fuck
Duh.
up.
Okay,
What
can't
rank were
build
you,
up
bro?
your RP, but
I fucking peaked at plat 2, homie.
Oh shit, dang, you're pretty
Yeah,
good.
I'm fucking cold.
Oh, shit.
ADC main, homie. My mechanics is like.
all right. But you don't think people that are younger than us, even though they have cars, aren't addicted to video games?
I think in our generation, it's very
A lot worse.
It's a lot worse because I mean technology is growing and
I feel
we
like our generation, if you're gonna,
our,
I don't-
not our.
our generation.
God, what are we, millennials or Gen Z or what?
I don't know. I feel
We're
like people
millennials, but
No, we're Gen Z.
generational.
born
think.
in 1990s and between 2000 have it a lot
Only
less.
90s kids can relate.
I feel like because we grew up with no like technology at all. Like I personally went out all day every day as a kid
Oh, yeah.
until like 12 when I got like my first video games and stuff.
I think it also comes back to the fact that like addictions can kind of start from boredom because I mean when it's nighttime,
to do.
when it's nighttime
Yeah.
and you're like you're 10. Yes, we are all playing outside, but at the end of the day, it gets dark. It's not safe outside. We have to come inside and we have to
true.
find something to do. We're not
Go
just
for a quick beat.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
When
same.
you're freaking-
Words right out of my mouth.
when you're 10.
When
I
you were
mean-
12
Yeah.
or under.
Bro.
Yeah, I started beating when I was like in
discriminate.
5th grade, so I was like 12 years old.
Yeah, I'm not going to
take a
talk
step
about
out of
this,
this
but
one.
I'm about the same.
Damn. I didn't beat till I was middle school, bro. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a fucking loser, man.
Y'all actually beat in elementary?
Yeah, I beat it in
Yeah.
5th grade. That was the first time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's pretty live.
Yeah, my
Wait,
uncle
how-
helped me.
Wait, huh? Wait, how'd you find out about it so young? Yeah.
I don't know. I
I
think.
was-
Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I watched a lot of American Pie movies.
Personally, I
wild.
was the youngest of 72 cousins. So,
72?
yeah, on my mom's side only.
Holy fuck.
Wait,
That's a lot.
someone like is your oldest cousin like a
2 years
grandpa
younger
now?
than my mom.
Oh shit.
Wait, what?
My oldest cousin, what?
Yeah, do you have pictures?
I mean, no, I removed
Yeah, I wanna
everyone
check.
off.
Yeah, can we get a DNA test of who's the father?
I don't know.
Mari's here?
Who's
Hey,
Mari?
bring her in.
Bring her
Bring
in,
her
Mari. And no one's here. On that note, is Jackie Chan still?
God damn it!
Shut the fuck up,
I
bro.
don't even care about Jake. No, I actually love him as
Okay,
an
but
actor.
really though, what were you talking about?
I forgot.
Addictions.
Yeah, but on your family and then video games and then.
Oh yeah, what? Oh yeah, that's how I learned early, because all my cousins were way older than me, so they were like, "Yo, let's fuck this little kid up."
Yeah, let's show them how to beat.
Wait,
That's actually like they
they beated you off?
basically no.
What the?
Giving me blue balls here, just like your cousins.
They would watch Jackass and stuff in front of me.
Jackass
I was
had
like
titties?
6.
They would
yeah,
beat each
they
other
did.
off.
You kidding me?
Jackass?
Oh, okay.
No, but they talked about a lot of stupid shit.
beating off.
Yeah.
Okay. For those that don't know, beating off is a slang for masturbating, just in case. For those who aren't aware, we said that pretty late into the game.
About like 76
enough.
beats.
Yeah, 76 beats per minute.
Wow, that's good numbers.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But do you think games are addictive now still?
100%. Fortnite was one of the most
Yeah, for sure.
the most addictive games for
Like, I think it's
in our generation. I feel like after college, people get back into video games because they don't have the environment anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what else to do. Because I know personally, just like my brother-in-law and all his friends, he's like 28. And from like 24 to 28, they all just play WoW. And
Yeah. I mean,
any other game out.
it's definitely something to do. I
Yeah.
think. I mean, playing games with friends is still like, it's still hanging out in my opinion too.
Ooh,
Everything
how
about
about this topic? Do you think meeting people online through video games is that a true connection?
Yes.
Yeah,
No, for
for
fact.
sure.
No. Okay.
I
Honestly.
had so many friends online.
Yeah. Exactly. No. Honestly, I still have people today that I follow them on Instagram and like I talk to them every once in a while. It's still fun. Andrew, I think they need you. They need you in the studio.
Goodbye,
No, but
Andrew.
honestly, in middle school, a lot of my like closer friends who I talk to a lot were through like games, because I don't know. I mean, there are different people, and I mean, there's still people, and
It's a hobby that you like
it's
together.
exactly. So you're bonding and you're spending a lot of time with each other. So yes, I would love to like be able to see them in person, meet them in person, hang out with them, honestly. But I mean, we all have our lives, and once we get off games, you don't see each other or talk to each other as much.
What if it's a fat, smelly dude with greasy hair, and he's a bad build? He's like fat.
Well, I mean, I think that you
Why,
still
why
have
is
that
being
connection.
fat a bad build?
Yeah.
He's
Well,
unhealthy.
because you weigh a lot more, and your body fat percentage is like skyrocketed.
High cholesterol.
High blood pressure.
Facts.
Anyways, I would love to see them today. I mean, they're all great people, and that's the reason I kept playing games with them. And we also have that like common connection, and I think it's still like a fresh relationship in the sense that y'all haven't like really deepened or like learned more about each other. So I think it would be great, and I think online friends are great. In the sense, it's kind of like it's a modern day pen pal or whatever they called it. Like
Yep.
where you message someone across the state.
It's just another form of meeting people.
Yeah.
And making friends. It's
So
like-
personally, like games can connect people. Yes, it can become an addiction, but it's just how you monitor it.
they also make a lot of good things happen.
Yeah.
And that whole not stereotype is the wrong word, but saying of how video games like fry your brain.
I don't believe that.
No,
I
that's,
also don't believe that. Wasn't that proven?
that's just what your parents tell
Yeah,
you to
it's
stop
wrong.
playing video games. But
100%.
there's actually
Yeah.
a lot of benefits, like your hand-eye coordination.
Hey, WPM. Jesus, bro, mine was WPM is too high for
Oh
me.
yeah, I learned how to type really fast.
Yeah, honestly, no.
Between
In sixth
Wii.
grade, or like seventh or eighth, I don't remember. We took like that keyboarding class. I was like, yo, this shit's easy. Give me
I
that
also
100.
took that class.
Yeah.
That's how I learned to type. I was a console gamer. I didn't play on the.
Honestly, yeah. It kind of builds you up too, bro. When like you got into those MW2 lobbies, people would just be shit talking you.
Oh,
Gave you
yeah.
character.
Yeah, I was one
For a
of those
fact.
raging 14.
And when you 1v1 in Rust and you actually get dicked on, it's just like, well, you learn
Yes,
that
you
you
did
don't
fuck
fuck
my
with
mom
kids.
last night. Damn it.
Wouldn't be able to withstand
yeah,
Modern
everybody's
Warfare 2
banged your
lobby.
mom.
Wait, did you see that Twitter?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Nice.
All right, what's the next topic?
The next topic was well, there were a few things. We actually did discuss it a little bit. It was like our generation
Oh yeah.
as a whole, and I don't know if that were the pros and cons of our generation, how different it is from say like generation. What generation? Are
I feel like we're a lot more disconnected.
we? Which generation are we again?
We
Generation-
technically, I just found out we're Generation Z.
Okay.
Even us before 1995.
and
Or-
after Generation Alpha, I think.
I don't freaking care.
I don't know.
All I know is I consider myself a millennial and
Yeah,
nothing
I
else.
consider myself a
Just
millennial.
millennial things.
But yeah, I feel like we're a lot more disconnected.
I think that
Especially Darren.
Wait, disconnected in what sense? Like, give me a definition.
If you sit down in a room with 5 people, you can't avoid once there's a silence, everybody picks up their phone. And that's, to me, that's like one of the most annoying things ever.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Just get
sure
on our
I
phones
do
right now.
that.
Just to annoy Jalal.
Pretty sure.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear you. I was looking at my phone.
I was saying beating your meat's really unhealthy for your eyesight.
I mean, like, it all really depends because, honestly, you go to school and I think you're still
PG-13.
you go to school and you're still able to connect with people, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's how well you're moderated on your social media.
But do you not feel like connections nowadays are just so much
Swiping?
not swiping? There's a lot less deep.
Yeah, I mean, okay. It really depends on like your definition of deep, but at the same time, I think as you get older, you start realizing what you like and how
you want some help?
it affects, or how social media and like technology affects like your deep relationships. You know.
I'm talking about more in the sense like for us, it's like a little bit different. You know, we've hung out with each other for so long that it's, you know, we don't need to have that like light chit chat. But I feel like when it comes to a person that you're not as close, can you have deep, meaningful connections with them, or is it just like light on the basis topics, just really just bull?
I mean, you got to start somewhere. You can't just pull up to someone and be like, so are you Democratic or Republican? What are your beliefs in religion? Obviously, you need the
He doesn't
small-
believe that. He believes the first question should be,
you
do
can
you
ask
believe in
something
God?
Hey, hi, my name's Brandon. Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I mean, you can still do that if that person wants to talk about that subject, but initially you kind of have to break the ice. It's kind of odd to just come up to a stranger and just
But I'm
start
not talking about strangers either. I'm talking about people that you're just not as close to as like us. I'm talking about, you know them, your acquaintances, you see each other all the time. You've seen them for the last 3 years. You just don't talk to them like that.
Yeah. I mean, you know them, but you still haven't talked to them. Talking to them is breaking the ice, getting to know them a little bit before you can actually start having these, deeper conversations.
I think it's hard in our society.
But do we try?
Well, it's like I said, it's hard to have in our society today because I think with social media and like everyone knowing other people's business because of social media, it's hard to find someone you trust to talk about these deep relationships or deep deep talks. You know, like let's say like you believe in something, but you don't want other people knowing about it. You don't know if that person will say something about it because word of mouth spreads so much quicker now because we can text anyone instantly, and it's someone and that will spread. And you never know like, who will talk.
And I feel like rumors are so annoying because it's always just something to talk about. You know, like that people thrive off conversation. And if they don't have a deep, meaningful conversation to have, or if they can't create one, they'll start talking about stupid gossip.
And
which is
usually
so
rumors
annoying.
Will be correlated with something negative, or at least in my experience.
For the most part.
Yo, I heard Brandon's
Especially-
racist.
Yo, yeah, Brandon's like super good looking and he's got biceps.
And he's
Shit.
racist.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, rumors suck. I mean, I don't know why people start rumors, Why can't people just
And it's not necessarily rumors in general. It's just like actual things that happen too. It's just something to talk about.
Yeah. I don't know. People like talking, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And it's just how you go about life, in my opinion, because I don't know. I've never heard anything bad about Jalal, Jamal.
Oh, fuck, I have.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot more good than bad.
I started.
I mean, there's definitely a lot more good than bad about all of y'all. So, in my opinion,
Yeah, I mean, based off what we know.
yeah,
I take rumors with just a grain of salt, not even.
yeah, facts. I mean, if they want to, until they come up and say it to my face or like they prove something, it's just like, why you guys
Do
start
you
this
guys want to
shit?
start a rumor that Jalal's racist?
Yeah, let's do it.
Not
Yeah,
a
bro.
rumor.
He's
Hey, you heard it here. Jalal's racist.
Why does it gotta be racist?
Wait, what do you mean?
Why?
Why can't it be like a better rumor, like something like more scandalous?
Jalal fucked llama
A llama?
and liked it, and then got impregnated by the llama.
I got impregnated.
Yeah,
Fuck.
facts.
So I got fucked by the llama.
Shit.
It's
That
a
would
little bit of
fucking
both.
suck.
It's a little bit of both ways.
Have you guys ever seen the Mr. Hands video?
Yeah.
Mr. Hands? It's a video called Mr. Hands.
No,
You haven't watched it?
no.
It's a video of this dude getting Yeah, I don't think you want to. It's a video of this guy getting fucked in the ass by a horse,
Oh.
and he dies.
Why are we talking
He
about
dies.
this? Let's
You guys
just move
talk
on to
about
let's just move on
llamas.
to the next topic, please.
Talk about mating and animals. Have y'all seen turtles mating?
Wait, time out.
It's beautiful.
It's so
wait.
beautiful. It's so.
Can we please just move on to the next topic?
What the fuck? Well, how do you die?
That's unfortunate, but no.
Brandon, please. Next.
Okay, but moving on to the next topic. This is actually our last one. And I think this
Kinda
can correlate with what we were
Deeper
just talking
connections.
about, our generation, and maybe even common day addictions. But why are there so many lonely people? You know, in a world where we have so many forms of social media, so many forms of connection. I apologize, but you know what? I'm not sorry.
but you just apologize.
I am.
There is a big difference. But yeah, why are there so many lonely people in a world where I think that there are so many forms of communicating with people, so many methods of
Well, I feel like the
Connection.
social media is what disconnects people.
yeah, right,
Personally.
exactly, in a way.
Also goes back to like not being able to have like deeper conversations with like more people, because I feel like once you have your friends and you're able to connect with them on a deeper level, you're able to just open up to them, and that itself is kind of filling that hole of loneliness. But there are many different types of loneliness, like whether it be like a parental figure, your friends, maybe a significant other, and it really just depends on like each person and like which case you are part of.
At a certain point in time, do you guys think that? Because I know in certain parts of Asia, there are a lot of people who just stay inside because they have all their needs, whether it's socially or health or physically. They just stay inside because they get all their needs like through the computer.
Do I find it what healthy?
Like, do you know, like not even just
Or
well, like I guess
can I
healthy
reason it?
too, but do you think that it will ever get to that point?
Like for everyone?
Yeah.
I don't know. I strive for human interaction personally.
Oh yeah, me too, for sure. But like I'm gonna say an example. Like I've actually thought about this every now and then. Like artificial intelligence. Like what if we get to the point where a computer has so much personality? Then at what point would we think like, oh, then why would there even be a need to like go outside when I could just talk to my PC?
Well, I talk to myself,
I actually also talk to myself a lot when I'm
so
trying to.
I think I'm the best company, but I still prefer other people.
I feel that.
What about you guys? Do y'all talk to
Opinions?
yourselves?
I mean, I think to myself, but
You never
not
talk
really
out loud?
verbally, not really.
Not even when you're
Unless I'm
beating.
just like cussing or some shit.
I talk to myself a little every once in a while,
Me too.
I talk to myself when I'm studying too. A
Like
lot.
how?
Like I read it out and like I talk about it to myself sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
That's normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
Talk about the unnormal stuff. Like when I'm driving home, sometimes I just turn off the radio and just like, yo, how are you?
Okay, not to that sense.
I'm doing okay.
Sometimes I like talk to myself like,
No, I talk to myself about like what's on my head. You know, like
yeah.
I'll just think it out loud and then I'll respond to it.
I think I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think speaking out loud clears up my thoughts in my head, personally.
I think I mainly think like, what the fuck are you doing, Josh Tran? More like that.
Yeah.
More like that. Kind of
Okay.
like when I'm in a situation, just like, what the fuck are you doing?
And you
I
say
don't
that out loud?
Huh?
What the fuck are you doing, Josh Tran?
No, honestly, it's usually by myself. I don't really. Do you talk to yourself? Do you talk to yourself in front of people?
Me?
Yeah,
front of
you should
people?
like. You should just do that, like in public, and just start talking to yourself.
I mean,
That'd be
I've done
hilarious.
it in public
Like,
and I catch myself. And then people think I have schizophrenia because apparently that's.
Like, hey Joel, do you want to go out and eat? Yeah, let me ask. Hey, do you want to go out and eat?
hey, wait.
It's more the fact that like I'm just disattached from like a conversation or like a group, and I'll just if I have a lot of stuff on my mind, I'll literally just like be talking to myself, and then like somebody will ask me a question, I'm like, oh, like, oh, excuse me, sorry.
You look deeply into their eyes.
I look deeply into my own eyes in the mirror and I talk to myself. I do that a lot. Yeah, apologies.
But Darren, why do you think a lot of people are lonely today?
I mean, so obviously there's the people that choose to be lonely. They're introverted. They prefer to stay inside. They want to be a hermit in their own home. That's not how I am, but I believe it's by choice for some people. Like I know a few friends that, going back to addiction, they're hella addicted to video games. They'd rather just stay inside and grind on League for like 3 hours instead of going to a party and socializing, but that's their choice. Yeah, Key, if you're watching this, no hate, but like,
Get out.
I literally lived with the man, and I tried to get him to come out on multiple occasions to come drink water and study with me, but
no underage drinking.
nah, he would rather stay inside and play video games because that's what he felt comfortable with, and that's what he liked. And that's no diss to him either. That's his own choice.
But there should be a balance.
But is he lonely? Is that
There should be a balance, and
Oh, that's true. Maybe
Is
he
he
doesn't even
lonely?
consider
like,
himself
yeah,
lonely.
I mean, like if those are. It's kind of like what Brandon was saying. Like people are trying to find their basic needs of just staying at home and be on a computer.
so what's lonely then? What
feel like-
defines lonely?
I feel like it's
everyone
more
knows
of introverts that get out, but are too afraid of committing to a conversation to develop a deeper connection. Which is the
Yes.
main reason. That's basically the reason.
I mean, like it kind of goes back to what I was talking about, like being lonely. I feel like a lot of us go today with wanting to be in a relationship, or kind of like what we talked about earlier, wanting to be in a relationship, but not doing anything, and you're like feel lonely. It kind of just gives you puts you in an endless loop of being lonely. It's like I want something, but I'm not willing to do it, etc. And then like friends, I don't think Keat would really care about like if he feels comfortable at home and and that's what he likes and he's not complaining about it, then I don't think he's lonely.
And the topic of being lonely or staying inside, it's so easy to stay inside nowadays because there are so many like platforms that just make it easy, and it really takes away the humanity of a lot of things. Like why, like instead of now just like going out and talking to people, you could just do it online, like through I don't know, like Snap. Or how long have we been talking?
I feel like we can sign off here.
About 45 minutes. All right, guys. Well, this is a
Wait, we're really just gonna cut off like that?
pretty good
Wait, what about the
episode. No,
Freestyle
I mean
Friday?
we're about to conclude it. Any more thoughts on the topic?
I feel like the best solution for that stuff is to actually put yourself out there.
Facts.
Like you really don't know the reasons why people will be lonely, but the only solution will be to actually try to engage in deeper conversations and get off your phone and get off social media
Okay.
and stop using it as an excuse.
Yeah, I think it's really just putting yourself out there and what are you willing to do to like fix your loneliness? Like if you're lonely because you want like a relationship, then what are you gonna do to put yourself out there? And if you want friends, then just go make some friends. Yes, it could be hard for some people, but I think doing what you do, you'll find some friends who enjoy the same thing that you do. Whether it be for Brandon being your meet or video games for Keat, or maybe just like going out to parties like you. You find your friends, and do that. I think you can fill your loneliness of friend or like for friends. Obviously there are things that you can't change. Like if you're feeling lonely because you never had parental figures, like that's a little harder. But I feel like there is someone in life who is willing to be maybe that parental figure or kind of like guide you a little more. So it's just really finding what you need to it's finding what you need to be filled,
Okay.
or finding someone to fill.
Yeah, that was my main thing. Parental figures weren't around, so I actually strove. Like I needed human interaction.
Yeah.
And I was always searching for new friends and new people to talk to.
And Darren, any more thoughts as we conclude this episode?
Thoughts on
Being lonely.
being lonely, and especially like in our generation.
Are you lonely?
Are you lonely?
I'm not lonely, but I mean, I feel like you guys hit all of the points.
Do you
Also-
feel lonely not having a significant other?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially because like it's cuffing season. I'm not talking to any females.
single,
so
guys?
Hit me up. I'm single. But
Yeah, Darren is very attractive.
yeah,
He is
sometimes I do
very
think
smart.
about that actually. Fuck. Now that you brought that up,
It is nice. To
it would
have a
be nice to
significant
have a
other.
significant other. Just spend time with. We don't have to be doing anything fun. Just someone
Hey,
to
bro, hit me
spend
up.
time with.
Yeah.
Because like your boys can only do so much,
Boys hit me up too.
But
Where's Daniel to have that people in person talk?
what do you mean?
He's like he says that like everyone has their people. Like you can find your people, but
Oh,
you only have one person. You can have as many
Yeah.
people as you want, but you can only
Yeah.
have one person,
Facts.
and that person is your person.
Facts.
You know.
And on that note, I think this is a good stopping point to end episode 2 of Fields Talk. I am professional meat beater, Tyler Costanza.
Jamal Crawford.
XX Young Asian Finesse.
Josh Chan.
And there I was.
Beating
my meat.
All right, thanks for watching. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
See you next
guys.
time.